All right, y'all, good morning. Happy Thursday. It is a little after 6 a.m. and we are getting ready for the office. I've been rocking this slick back pony all week. I'm getting my hair done on Saturday. So, just a couple more days of this slick back. My hair is desperately in need of a wash as well, especially with all of this gel. So this is typically how my mornings go. I try to wake up, at least a couple hours before I really need to head out, which I try to head to the train around 7:15 so I can get to work. I like to be walking into the office by 8, which, if you would have told me in 2023 that this would be me, I would have laughed because I feel like I'm such like a morning workout person. I really did not want to deviate from that. But, with my role, with the role that I have, I support employees in over 20 countries. And so because of that, working earlier in the day gives me more overlap with those people that are not sitting in the US. And so I found that even if I wasn't going in until, 9 a.m., in the gym, I would be checking my email, I would be responding to things, I would feel like a little rushed while I was working out, which obviously, well, I don't know if everyone likes to work out that way, but I personally do not like to work out that way. And so I was kind of like, all right. So I made the decision. Usually Tuesday through Thursday, which are the days that I go into the office, I do not work out in the morning. I do always walk to the train station and I walk to the office, so I get my steps in the morning that way, but I don't do like a formal workout. Usually I will do something after work on Wednesdays, and then either on Tuesday or Thursday I will do like a yoga class or something after work. So all that to say, as you are trying to figure out what your morning routine looks like this year, I just really encourage you to think about what season of life you're in, what works for you during the winter, or right now may or may not work for you come the summer. And so it is totally okay for you to change it up. So that's your reminder, it could look different depending on what season of life you're in. So give yourself grace, allow yourself to be flexible and actually do what works, because that's also that's the point of a routine, is that it's supposed to kind of work for you and give you what you need. Go. I can just give this, I'm gonna tie this down. Well, I'm gonna lay my edges first, and then I'm gonna tie this down so that I could really get nice and slicked back. It's perfect. Not perfect by any means, but it will work for today. Okay. All right, now that my hair is done, we're gonna do a quick beat, and I pretty much do the same look for the office every day. Keep it simple. Alright, now while I quickly do my makeup, I figured I'd share a couple of things that I do every night, which helps my mornings run a lot smoother. I feel like the secret to a good morning lies in a good night routine. So a couple of things that I always try to do, obviously it looks different every day, but first things first is a quick reset of my space. I did not do that last night, so I woke up to a mess, but I like to try to put my clothes away, put my shoes away. If it's my turn to clean the kitchen, get all the trash together from the house, etc. It sounds like a long time, or it takes a long time to do. It does not, right? Think 15 minutes. I've been hearing this referred to as a closing shift on TikTok. Basically, what are the things that you can do within your house quickly to kind of shut down for the night. So that is the first thing that I like to do. Also, obviously, shower, do my skincare routine is a great way to kind of wind down and get ready for the evening. Something else that I try to do in the evenings is pack my lunch, my breakfast and my lunch for the next day. Actually, last night, I realized that I had not done that last night. And so I got out of my bed at 10:30 and I packed my lunch and my breakfast. It doesn't seem like it would take that long to do in the morning. And I mean, it only took me, 5 minutes to pack it because it's already been prepped and everything is ready. I just need to put it in my lunchbox. But again, making it easier on yourself in the night is part of a good morning routine. So not having to now stop and put my lunch together and put my breakfast together is going to save me a ton of time this morning. It also feels like it ends up taking double the amount of time in the morning versus in the evening for some reason. So I like to, my lunch, if I'm bringing my lunch, I like to make sure that's together, including like my water bottle, my vitamins, and then any supplements that I may be taking, like a element. Like today I'm going to bring an element and drink that right when I get to work, etc. So packing my lunch is one thing. In the same vein, I would say packing or repacking my work bag, or again, just making sure that I have everything. So, my badge, making sure that, I didn't leave it on my dresser when I came home. I tend to do that often, making sure that I have my charger or my mouse, my keyboard, if those things needed to be charged the night before, making sure they're in my bag, like etc, etc. So just making sure that everything that I need in the morning is together, so all I have to do is grab and go. And then the last kind of major thing that I like to do in the evenings is pick out the clothes that I'm gonna wear to the office. Again, I have just noticed that when I, take the time to do it at night, it saves me time, because in the mornings, I guess my brain is just not all the way on yet, and it just feels like it takes me longer to like figure out what I want to wear. So I try to at least think through that in the evenings of like what the weather's going to be, what shoes do I want to wear. Sometimes I may need to bring like a pair of shoes to change into, or I will need to wear shoes and then change into them at work, depending on like if they're a heel or like a boot or something that just may not be super comfortable for like commuting. So I like to again like put that together at night. Now I did not pick out my clothes last night, so we are going to go do that quickly this morning as soon as I finish my makeup. I have an idea of what I'm going to wear, so it's fine, but I would have ideally liked to do this last night as I normally do. One of my goals this year is to learn how to do a very natural, like light lash, because I love having my lashes done, but I just cannot, I don't need that expense right now. I do need to spray my face, but I'm gonna wait until my mascara dries a little bit more. I'm gonna go get dressed and then we'll come back and do like finishing touches, and then we'll get out of here. All right, y'all, we're about to get out of here. I am just putting on a little perfume, and then I'm gonna go grab my jacket and we're gonna start walking to the train.